Hello and welcome to Celette tutorial, getting started with Celette Webtools. In this video, we will show you how to access Celette Webtools website and how to set up your account in order to access the new Celette online softwares. Celette Webtools is the digital platform for accessing all of the new Celette software. It's also used to manage your diagnosis and repair job performed with Celette tools. For now, Webtools hosts the website for Chameleon, Eagle, and will soon also host Naja Online and all future Celette softwares. To access Webtools website, let's open our web browser, Chrome, Firefox or Edge, and enter the URL app.celette.com. If you need to change the language, you can do it here. To get started, we first need to set up our Celette Webtool account. Let's do this by clicking Register. And here we can create a new account. So let's input name, last name, email address, password confirmation. Let's click Register. An email has been sent. We now need to check our inbox in order to activate our Celette Webtools account. So let's check our email. We have a new email from Celette Webtools. In order to activate the account, we need to click on this link. We can now log in using our email address and the password we entered in the registration form. There is a few more things to set up before we can start using the tools. First, we need to give some information about our shop, some billing information, and then register the product we want to use: Chameleon, Eagle, Naja, etc. So let's start by setting up our shop information. You can access the page by clicking this button or using the menu here, Collision Center Account. We need to add Collision Center information here. First name, last name is the name of the account. Email is also the email of this account. And we need to enter a company name, give a phone number, and an address. Let's click Submit. So we have now set up our collision center information, and we can go back to the dashboard. Next, we need to fill in our billing information. Here we need to add billing contact, and we can either enter new information if needed to, or use the same value as the body shop information for quick fill-in. So we're going to do this, and submit. Now back to the dashboard. And last thing we need to do is to register a new Chameleon box. So we can access the page by clicking this button or going to Menu, Collision Center, Equipment. And then register the product we want to use: Chameleon, Eagle, Naja, etc. Here, we need to write the product serial number and the activation code you will find in the box of the product. If you don't have an activation code, there is a second way to register products that were sold before Webtools existed. Let's click on this link, and here you can register the equipment using the serial number and the email address you were using in the old system. If you lost your activation code, please get in touch with your distributor. In our case, we have the activation code, so let's hit Cancel and use the first method. Now let's hit Submit. We can see that the product has been activated successfully. We now have access to the software corresponding to this product. New button here. In our case, we registered a Chameleon box, so we have access to the Chameleon software. If you registered an Eagle or Naja or other product, you would have access to the corresponding software instead. But before we start the software training, let's have a look at the other administration features in Celette Webtools. Under Collision Center, Equipment, and Subscription, you can manage your Webtools subscription. The first year of Webtools subscription is free, and when you will need to update your subscription, it will happen over here. Let's now check out back into Account. Here we have our shop information, we've seen this already, billing information as well. And under Users and Grants, you can add new user under the same body shop. The user you create here will have access to the same tools and the same subscription, but not to some administration pages such as billing information, shop information, or manage subscription. Let's try to add a new user. We need to input a name, last name, email address, and password, just like for account creation. Let's click Submit. This user can now connect to Celette Webtools using his email address and the password we entered. We just saw how to create and set up a Webtools account. If you followed all the steps in this video, you should now be able to access the software for the product of your choice.